Hi, this is Paul at Kiln Frog. Today I'm going to talk about the different types of kilns that we sell on our website. It's important to know what you're going to use the kiln for and buy the correct kiln for that purpose. And you might think, well, a kiln is a kiln, but it's really not. So the three main types of kilns that we have on our website are ceramic kilns, glass kilns, and heat treating kilns. Ceramic kilns typically have all the heat coming from the side of the kiln, from the walls of the kiln. Glass kilns typically have all of the heat coming from the top of the kiln. Sometimes there might be supplemental elements on the walls of the kiln, but most of the heat is going to be coming from the top. And then heat treating ovens can have the heat coming from only the sides or the sides and the top as well. There are also dual media kilns that will fire both ceramics and glass, and those kilns have lots of elements on the walls of the kiln for the ceramic work, and then elements in the top of the kiln for the glass work. Now, when you're doing glass fusing, it's really important to have most of that heat coming from the top, because when you're melting two layers of glass together, there's a little bit of air trapped in between those two layers, and you want to force that air out of the sides, the seams in the sides, to make sure that you don't have any bubbles trapped between those two layers. If you have the heat coming from the side of the kiln, then those edges are going to seal up before that air gets squeezed out. So having the heat come from the top presses that top layer into the bottom layer and squeezes that air out. And that's your bubble squeeze segment in your firing.